Hi and welcome to Cheekyricho Cooking's 3-cup chicken cooked in the Ninja Foodi. This is a Taiwanese dish. It's also found in places in China. The ingredients are in the recipe box below. Whilst it's called 3-cup chicken, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to use whole cups, just so long as the measurements that you use are equal. So if you were using more chicken, of course you would use a cup of sesame oil, toasted sesame oil, hence the color, a cup of xiaoxin wine or Chinese rice wine, and a cup of soy sauce. You can't do this in the Foodi on the steamer function without adding extra liquid, and we have some homemade chicken stock here which we are going to boil out of it at the end of the cooking, and that will really concentrate those flavors, because the only thing that's going to be removed is the excess water from the chicken stock. So the first thing we're going to do is add we're just using chicken legs. This is the cheapest cut of meat you can possibly get. Straight into our Foodi, we've got some spring onions that we've just cut up roughly, and they are going in last thing. So into the Foodi with our chicken legs. We've got some cloves of garlic here, half a dozen or so. Just peel them, cut them in half, don't need to crush them all up and everything. They're going in too. With some ginger, same thing, just been cut roughly. That goes in as well. Little sprinkle of pepper over the whole deal. Our chicken stock can go in now. It's been cooked and allowed to settle, and the fat that was sitting on the top of it has stuck to the lid of the container. We're not going to use that, we're going to discard that. So just tip our chicken stock in. You can see it's quite gelatinous. If you haven't got homemade chicken stock, by all means use commercial variety. Then it's in with our sesame oil, toasted sesame oil, our xiaoxin rice wine, and our soy sauce. Now just give that a stir around, and we're going to put it on the steamer function for 5 minutes. Now that's going to cook the chicken, and we're going to remove the steamer lid and then just reduce it. On with our pressure cooking lid now and put it across to the vented function, because we're going to steam it. So put it to the vented function, and we're going to cook it on steam for 5 minutes. Ready to go. Now that is actually going to cook for more than 5 minutes. What it will do is come to a boil, and once it has reached the optimum temperature for steaming, it will then cook for the 5 minutes. At which time we will remove the lid, put it onto the saute function, and cook it until the sauce is reduced down before adding our spring onions last thing before serving with some rice. Okay, the steam has been released now. It's time to remove our lid, and that's what you should have. We're going to turn it to off the keep warm function and onto the saute function now, or the sear function, and just let all that juice reduce. Yeah, that's it. So let it simmer away until it's really quite condensed, thick and syrupy. Now I've just put it on the medium saute function, and you'll find that garlic will break down, become quite sticky. You won't even be able to recognize the cloves in there, and it'll contribute to thickening the sauce. Okay, after 15 minutes of reducing on medium, the sauce has gotten quite thick, as you can see. The chicken is still intact, but the garlic is really smooshed right down and is actually thickening that sauce. The sauce itself isn't water, it's the chicken stock that we've made from a previous recipe. And this is going to be served with our spring onions. Just toss them in there now. They don't have to cook. All they're going to do is lighten this up and give us a bit of freshness and a bit of colour. And we're going to serve it on just some steamed rice. And it doesn't get much easier than that. It's so delicious, tender, moist and fragrant. My whole house smells like a Taiwanese or Chinese restaurant at the moment. And the Foodi will actually keep it warm for quite some time. There is no spatter on my bench from this because of the really high sides. And as you can see, it hasn't stuck at all either. And that is our dinner done. And there you have it, Cheekyricho Cooking's 3-cup chicken cooked in the Ninja Foodi. If you'd like to see more interesting recipes and ideas, just check out our Cheekyricho Cooking channel. And don't forget to please subscribe, and do come back and visit us again soon. We've got so much more to show you, and we're uploading lots of videos. And thank you very much for watching. Now just be mindful that the sauce on this, because it is so concentrated, you'll notice I didn't add any salt because that is being added by the soy sauce, and of course I didn't use any salt in my chicken stock. You might try and source a low sodium one, but you can just see how lovely and tender this is. You don't even need a knife. And that sauce will actually set as if it had been set with gelatine because of all the collagen and good stuff that comes out of the connective tissue in the chicken. So delicious, very well flavored and cooked to perfection. Really, really nice and tender and juicy. Thanks for watching.